Hey everybody, Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard here. So it is my 3rd anniversary of my channel. Well, actually, my first video ever on here is actually over 10 years old, but that's when I was doing promoting my band stuff. But it's been 3 years since my first ever movie review. Alright, so I'm going to try this a little off the cuff and we'll see if it works. Maybe I'll do more of these, I don't know. But I was one of the few brave people to go out and see Ninja Turtles, so I thought I'd take the bullet for everybody and give you my feels on the new Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah, I used to be really terrible. And I just want to thank everyone who, subscribes, who follows me on Twitter, leaves comments. You guys make this a lot of fun to do. I'm really, into improving my channel, adding more, working on my editing, working on my acting, just doing a lot of stuff, improving it, making it better, and hopefully I've done that over the last 3 years. And I just want to thank everyone for following along, watching my videos, hitting a thumbs up, and all that fun stuff. So I thought for my 3-year anniversary I would do a Q&A video. So I asked on my Twitter at wizard_Matt. Check it out and follow if you're not following it. And also on my Facebook, Facebook.com/Matt the Pharaoh Wizard. Like it if you haven't yet. And I asked, what do you want to know about me? What Q&A questions we got? And, didn't get a ton, but I got enough to make an interesting video. So, let's dive right into it.
You got Q's, I got A's.
Did you say you've got AIDS?
No, I don't have AIDS.
So, Brian asks, what do you think is the best video you've ever made? I think the video I'm most proud of is my Fantastic Four retrospective.
Together with Herbie the Robot, the newest member of the group.
Wait, what?
Herbie the Robot.
One more time?
Herbie the Robot.
Herbie? Herbie? When I actually did a lot of research, went back and watched everything Fantastic Four, tried to find as much Fantastic Four stuff as I could to find, the actual good version of Fantastic Four. Spoilers, I didn't really find it, but sort of. But I thought, that one I put a lot of work into, and it came out really well, and I really enjoyed that one. Brian also asked, looking back, what was the worst opinion you've expressed during the last 3 years? I gotta say, it was when I pleaded for people to give Suicide Squad a chance. Stop bitching and wait to see what happens. Yeah, I regret doing that. It did not turn out as well, and that is definitely regrettable. And I also that year put it as my #1 most anticipated movie of the year. I was super excited for Suicide Squad, and then it happened. Anyways, moving on. So Gary Matrix asks, he's got a few questions. Are there any animes that you like? I really liked Ghost in the Shell, both the original movie and standalone complex, and I really like Full Metal Alchemist. I was into Inuyasha for a little bit, but I haven't really been watching many animes outside of that. I've been told Attack on Titan's pretty good. Maybe you should check out that. He also asks, what do you think of creepypastas? Hold on. Creepypastas are horror-related legends or images that have been copied and pasted around the internet. Sure, they're fine. Guess I'm more used to the original 80s, throwing up a creepy slasher movie every once in a while or something. I don't know. Guess really no experience with them, so I really don't know. Sorry. And he also asks, are there YouTubers that you would want to have a crossover with? Well, there are, the big ones that would really further my career to be, a little into myself a bit. Say, like, your nostalgia critic, angry video game nerd. They're like the ones that really interested me, and the first time I ever saw someone like making a show like this on the internet. I don't know if we'd get along too well, but that would give me a lot of exposure. Ones that I think would be really interesting and cool is something like Lindsay Ellis. Although I think 10 minutes into filming, she would realize I'm an idiot and get really tired of me. But she would be interesting. I'd like to talk with Todd in the Shadows, because I really like his review style, but he doesn't really talk about the music I enjoy a lot. So I'm kind of curious what music what he would think about my music that I'm into. On top of that, pretty much anybody. I'm really open to doing, more crossovers, and I'd like to do that more. I'm working on doing one with Violet Cause, just bounce off some people's, get some other people's inputs, things like that. But yeah, I guess those are kind of the main ones. Mr. Sunday Movies. I'd love to do a crossover with Mr. Sunday Movies. I think we share a lot of the same opinions. He's hilarious. It would be great. I would love to do one with him. Or just even the Weekly Planet podcast. If I could get on the Weekly Planet podcast, that would be great. Him and Meso, that would be a lot of fun. Check out the Weekly Planet podcast, by the way. It's really good. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do crossovers with. So Adam asks, if Ross from Friends references Die Hard, then why in later seasons, when Bruce Willis shows up as someone's dad, does nobody say, holy shit, that dude looks like Bruce Willis? Well, it's because Friends is a terrible TV show. And this comes from a guy who watched the entire run of No Ordinary Family. Friends is awful. If you haven't seen Friends, good on you, because it is awful. It is the worst TV show ever made, and I stand by that. It sucked. I mean, I can do a whole video on how much I hate Friends. But yeah, that's why. It's because it's a terrible show. Terrible show. The Real Chewbacca asks, if you had to remake any Marvel movie, which would it be and why? I would definitely say Ghost Rider. Both of the versions are terrible. And it really bums me out that they've got the rights back. Marvel has the rights to Ghost Rider, but they went ahead and shoved him off into the TV world, which as of right now, they're never going to cross the TV and movie worlds at all. So we're never going to see the Ghost Rider on the big screen, or at least not anytime soon. I would love a good, solid Ghost Rider, especially one based on, I think it was the 04-05 run, where he escapes hell and drags the devil with him, but the devil breaks into pieces, and he has, all the pieces go into different people, and he has to, get the devil out of different people, but the more he does it, the more powerful each one becomes. And actually, that'd be a really good TV show, by the way. But that was a really good one. I like that. I also liked Heaven's on Fire. But that one, of course, has the team up of all the Ghost Riders, so that'd be hard to do. But I would love to see a solid, full Ghost Rider movie, especially because they showed Johnny Blaze in the TV show. So he exists in the Marvel universe, so let's have him have a full movie. But yeah, I love Ghost Rider, and I'd love to see a good, solid, the pinnacle version of Ghost Rider. Graham, who is the head of movieblogger.com, which you should check out, asks a couple questions. What is the most disappointing comic book movie? Suicide Squad. That movie really could have been something special. It could have really switched up the genre. It was something different, something cool. It could have really been awesome, and it was just disappointing. And yeah, Suicide Squad. Which one surprised you the most? I'd actually have to say Iron Man, the first Iron Man. Because if you remember back in that time, it was flipped from where we're at now, where actually DC, even though they're just doing Batman movies, was the ones making the good movies. DC was making the good ones, and Marvel was known for making the crap, like Daredevil and Elektra and Ghost Rider. So Marvel was the crap one. And so I went into Iron Man like, yeah, this is going to be another terrible one. And blown away, of course. It's a great movie, and that was fantastic. So yeah, Iron Man. If a superhero crossover movie to take place, who would you like to see involved? I definitely like the team-up styles that we're getting these days. You know, Iron Man and Spider-Man, Hulk and Thor, Ant-Man and Wasp is going to come up. But a crossover, if we're going crossover Marvel to DC, I think Batman and Iron Man would be a really great team-up to see. I also think Thor and Wonder Woman would be a great team-up. Not just because they're both from God worlds, but they're also, you know, very self-assured characters. I think they would be a good team-up. You know, I'd like to see Wolverine team up with Rocket Raccoon. I think that could work. That should happen. Let's make that happen. Yeah. And Brian Moore asks a whole host of questions, so here we go. Favorite movie? That would be Fight Club. It still surprises me today. Of course, I know the twist, but I still find new and interesting nuances in that movie every time, and I love it. Favorite TV show? Oh, God. I'm really liking, of course, Rick and Morty right now. And Silicon Valley is probably my favorite comedy going right now. Favorite drama? Maybe Supergirl? I think I've been really liking that a lot. I was really into Heroes the first season when that came out. I liked that a lot. Yeah, this isn't really a good a good answer. I don't have a solid, like, this is my TV show. I think currently, though, probably Supergirl is what I'd say right at this moment. I really enjoy that one a lot. Favorite game? Mario Kart. Any version of Mario Kart, I usually am awesome at. Double Dash, I'm fantastic. Me and Doug played the crap out of Mario Kart 64. So any version of Mario Kart, I'm all about it. I'm all over it. Of course, you know, I don't have a Switch or a Wii or a Wii U, so I'm really behind on the versions. But the old school Mario Karts are great. Favorite song? My favorite song by my favorite band, Green Day, would be 86. But I also really like Until the Day I Die by Story of the Year.
Until the day I die, I'll spill my heart.
That's a really good one. My favorite of the year so far this year has been Liability by Lorde.
Baby really hurt me, crying in the taxi. He don't wanna know me, says he made the big mistake of dancing.
It's another one that I don't have a solid, like, this is the one, but I guess, yeah, if you go with my favorite song by my favorite band, it would be Green Day's 86, which is fantastic. They rarely play it live, so when they do, I go nuts. But it's really good. I love that song. And finally, favorite fictional character, my homeboy, Diablo LeBlanc, the Gambit. I love Gambit. I have a whole shrine made up for him. I have tattoos of him. I love him. I would love to see a proper version of him in a movie that's not starring Channing Tatum, but we'll see what happens there. I doubt that's ever going to happen because I just don't see their push for Gambit anymore these days. But I really like Gambit. Every time he has a solo series, I'm on top of it. Anytime he's in a group, I'm on top of it. Yeah, love Gambit. So that's the Q&A I got. If you have additional questions, ask them in the comments below, and I'll answer them. If I have enough of them, I will go ahead and do another Q&A video. But follow me on Twitter and the Facebooks for interactions like this. I'm very active. I like to get talk to you guys and let you know what's going on and get feedback and things. Hopefully my videos have improved for you and you get some enjoyment out of them. I enjoy making them. But yeah, hopefully I'll have some stuff coming up this next year that'll be a lot of fun. Reviewing the CW shows. I started adding that. I really like that. Some more top 10 countdowns. I'm hopefully going to be getting to a lot more Raiders of the Lost comic movies because those have lately been fairly popular. My Halloween episode's coming up soon, so actually follow me on Twitter for that because I'm going to have a poll going for what you want my Halloween episode to be about, so stay tuned for that. And so hopefully this next year will be another great year, and keep subscribing. I'm Sexy Man the Pharaoh Wizard. Until next time, hold on to your hold salts.